Dale, you there?
Yeah, I'm waiting for so I could start after I stream it on Twitter. I'm here. You see me, right?
Yeah, but I think the video started.
It did. So I'm waiting for this TradeGATEHub
Okay.
to go live so we could
So thanks, Coach.
let me refresh. It's taking a long time. There we go.
I should name a horse Refresh. You know, I didn't even think of that.
So we have to have patience in everything in our life, don't we? Okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry it took a little bit of time to get it live on X. If you're on X, could catch us there now. We're broadcasting there. Also, still available on YouTube where you could play the video, replay it. So, Mike, it's 11:04 EST, time for you and me. There's some pressure in the markets right now, and the market's trying to fight its way back. Um, what is your view of what's happening here? Yesterday was a pretty good fade in the market. I think it's still all about interest rate pressure still. Here's a 10-year. Look at that. I mean, it's blowing out. And you know how many people have been trying to buy the TLT? And I was interviewed yesterday and I said, you know what? I see the divergence too, but it's not, you still need price action. I said, why don't you wait for a reversal day to buy this? Because it looks like we're having some type of capitulation. It's not even driving the yen that much higher today. So, it's kind of like, I hate to say it, it reminds me of 87 where the market kept going up while bonds kept crashing. And eventually the rubber band gets to an extreme and bonds bottom because there's big risk off. So we'll see what's happening. Dollar's trying to bounce back a little bit. I still think that we're putting in. I don't have a lot of agreement with people that the dollar's putting in a top. People are saying the dollar's going to head up like through mid-year. I could see us retesting the highs. I mean, maybe we have to go through some accumulation in the euro, but this was a pretty good initial thrust so that if we did make new lows, we would not confirm new lows. So I'd rather have the market, even if it's going to make a new low, be in a strong position to make that new low instead of making a new low when the RSI is doing this. Better that it's up here and it's pulling back than making new lows. So this confirmed low says it's possible. We could, you know, if rates just keep goosing, um, maybe we get a retest. But I think that we're in the process of forming an important high in the dollar. And, if it turns out to be that the message is going to be, I don't know, what can you be short if the dollar is bad? Everything kind of heads down. So here's a week. It's trying to put in a negative week. We'll see. But a lot of people are saying you won't know till we're under 107 and a half. Yeah, and you know what I noticed, Mike, is they really got to some of the mag stocks today. I don't know what was behind Meta getting massacred, down 14, and it was at new highs.
It was NVIDIA, the reversal in NVIDIA. It was the lack of information that came out of Meta into the CES conference on top of NVIDIA to buy the rumor, sell the news proverbially into the same CES conference.
Yeah, what a
I
pump
think,
and
I
dump!
think,
What a pump and dump by their CEO yesterday.
well, that's what, okay. So great, by the way, segue, coach. I can only extrapolate on what you said. It is the 10-year, there's the dollar, it's TLT. There are bigger things here at this moment. This is
Yeah,
not, it wasn't, the CES conference was a reason to sell off NVIDIA Mac. Okay,
yeah.
Meta is a tag along. I think NVIDIA is more a product to a tag along of Mag 7 weakness than NVIDIA taking down the rest of the Mag 7, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
Great
Microsoft.
segue. And I'm looking at your screen here. The wrong stocks are taking flow. Teva, British Petroleum, shippers. You'll ask me, is anybody stepping in here in the video, or Google or Apple, if you will? I don't see any flow. You know what I see flow in? Oils, Citibank,
Okay. Yeah,
British.
the financials are
I'm in
really
City. I'm
resilient.
up in it. I can't believe there's nothing better than when you coach. It's a gentleman's show, if you will, but there are very few better feelings in the world when your shorts go down, your longs go up at the same time. It's happening right now to me.
What
Citibank,
are you short? What are you short?
uh, TQQQ, Qs, which is
Oh,
very
okay.
rare for me. Very rare.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I
you
don't
don't
play
even
index.
pay attention to
No,
indexes.
I don't, and I don't
What
even know what to do because I'm not that good of a. Wasn't kind of really being prepared. My long is.
was it sweeps that tipped you off to that yesterday?
No, it wasn't the price act. No, it wasn't anything yesterday. I didn't come in with a plan. I didn't come in with a plan today to fade anything. I'm
You know,
long.
because Steve and I talked about
Great
that trade.
interview yesterday. For anybody who missed the interview, please go to our red YouTube channel. The
Yeah.
icon to watch the video that Coach did with the Pivot King. You had Coach and the Pivot King, two people who have big enough egos and trading styles where they can support being called the kings and coaches of trading. Good
Yeah,
interview.
I really enjoyed talking to Steve. He's a
Well, I
pro.
enjoyed watching it. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, man. So, you know, here's my picture in S&Ps. Okay, it's a
Sure.
triangle, or a descending triangle. And something else that I think is traders have to keep an eye on is, we held 92 grand in Bitcoin and we bounced, but this could just be a failing rally and not make new highs. And if we take out 92 this time, descending triangles are reversal formations. So this rallied 61.8 back and it's having a pretty negative day. So, this is a sign of liquidity, you know. So if we're headed down to 92 again, I don't think that speaks well of risk.
Coach, one of the most important things you said is the Bitcoin is considered a sign of
Yeah,
liquidity, and I
yeah,
want regardless of what direction Bitcoin goes in, I think that's more of an important. From what I know and see trading, and that's more important. It is a
yeah.
sign of liquidity. Good point, Coach.
Sometimes they give you tells,
No, no,
not
no.
not everything turns together, sometimes there's separation between tops and bottoms between different asset classes. But
Very important.
anyway, I wanted to just draw those couple things to attention. And you know what? Oils, I put in a reversal day yesterday, but doesn't look done. Oils look good.
I'm in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Coach. Look at Devin. You could never do that. I could never look. Well, I'll show my charts in a second. But Coach, what was the first one to take calls? And I said it might be one.
The oils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
BP.
There it is.
How
It's
about
up
the
a
BP?
buck.
How about the
Yeah,
BP
nice.
flow? BP
Nice.
started the flow, and I go, you know what? It's not the sexiest thing, but maybe that's a sign that they might take up the red. BP's been taking consistent calls. They even wrote it down. Even today, BP's taking calls.
Okay, do you think we could make the announcement that we're opening a satellite office in Greenland as soon as the
That's
U.S.
fine.
buys it? You
The
want to
better
go to
the,
Greenland?
the better the isolation where I
Uh,
can trade, the better. I'm in.
we'll have some nice igloos there.
Well, you know what? The way TradeView Markets is going, considering that we're opening one in Dubai and Peru, I'll be in Peru within the next 6 months. I wouldn't be surprised if the one is Greenland. And that's not a facetious statement, and it's not sarcastic. I'm not even kidding. I'm serious.
Okay, so here's the industrials. They're trying to recover.
Yeah, they
So
are.
I mean, there is some
I'll show this.
rotation out of the Mag 7. So maybe they're going to really get slayed this year, and there's going to be rotation into maybe later on commodities and miners. And I just do want to take a victory lap. Last week when we were on, I said, well, Mike, you told me about GDX calls. I said, silver may only have a rallying into about 31
That's
or
fair.
so, and you know that's probably it for now. 30 and a half. I probably said 30. We were down here. But anyway,
You
I'd
probably
be
expanded.
careful.
You have nice ranges. They keep me in a lot of stocks, Coach. Your ranges sometimes.
Yeah, good. All
You know
right.
that. Come on.
All right. So anyway, uh I really don't want to be long much. You're fortunate.
In my
If you
position.
want to be long, Mike's told you what's working in this environment because not much, and that's unusual. Isn't this an unusual day when financials and oils are leaders?
It's unusual, but you know what? It's negative. It's made. It's really, really. It's more. People. Some people are trapped. Jim. I'll show you my screen. Jim Cramer's been pumping Planeteer since 2 days ago. People are buried in this thing.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Uh, here's what I've been saying, Mike. The days of people being able to own the SPY and go golf for 3 years is over.
No. Do you know I
It's
retired?
over.
Do you know
It's
I took
over.
when people were making real money? I think I was between 26 and 27 years old, something like that. I was starting to make good money. So I retired. They joked about it. I was living in Boca Raton, Florida. I like semi-retired. They didn't see me for like a year and a half. I played golf all around. When they were making the real money, the piker move. So you can't do that anymore, nor should you.
Yeah.
You should be watching all our replays on TGH.
Anyway, but I'm saying that, just being able to buy the spider and be passive, that game is over. So people are gonna have to learn to be tactical, especially the way posts are changing the market. I mean, we went from a New York Post article that President Trump was going to be a little milder on the tariffs with China, and then he comes out a few hours later and says that he denies it. So you had some moves in the markets on that stuff. Get used to it, okay?
No, in other words, I may go a step further. Embrace it.
Yeah. I would, a trader buddy of mine was coaching people today, and he said, in this environment, because people were complaining it's not fair, that's trading. Anyway, that when you have news and you're in a position and news goes your way, you have to learn to book it. Okay. You have to learn to take something. You have to learn to, you know, um, put something in the bank when you have news going your way.
That's what they all told me when I was. That's what they all told me before I retired and played golf for 2 years. All the other older guys laughed at me.
Yeah.
Kid's gonna come back broke, and I did. But thank God I
Yeah.
had some skills remaining.
Yeah. Well, so you had a year and a half to, that was worth it.
Yeah,
So
well,
time, sometimes time, and not sometimes, but later on, especially, it's more valuable than the money.
yeah, it is.
So, why don't you want to show us any charts today?
I'll show you the screen if I can.
There you go.
Listen, there are some pockets of hold on a second. There are some pockets of strength. There are some fewer pockets of strength, which shows me that I don't like when the stocks that are up are getting more and more crowded. Hence, what the Mag 7 has done in one to a degree, right?
To a degree, to the nth degree.
Okay, here you go. Here's the chart. You had
Yeah.
stocks acting well. You could have taken Fubo and gotten paid. Stock
Mm,
had a Disney with, I believe, a deal with Disney. Okay,
yeah. Okay.
stock price range in action worked. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. Work.
Yeah.
Stocks that are working for us taking calls. AR, energy, resources taking calls still. There's the chart on the daily breaking. There's the chart on the weekly taking calls. It's not a barn burner. I think this is one of the situations where if you don't watch your stocks, they work. I turn around, this thing's going to be 40. Working well today. What else is working? Look, right here we were long, right hand side. What else do we have? Uh, I'll show you my positions.
Because it is a red day. I mean,
Fuel
when I look,
cell, fuel cell,
yeah, it's
alternative
popping.
energy. Here's fuel cells daily.
Yeah. Nice.
Doesn't do it justice. Here's the weekly. Doesn't do it justice actually. But if you see my weekly chart here, these converging moving averages, if I could look like a technician, which is the red and the white, red being the 10-day up here, the white being the 20. So I have a 10 and 21-day cross in the weekly. And if I get a little lucky, like Lewis says, it goes to 20. Alternative energy, I've said it 1,000 times. It's my 2025 play. I'll say it again. I'm in it. I'm in the fund heavier. It's up today $1 and change. I digress.
Why do you think it's going to be a big play, especially with President Trump being more biased towards fossil fuels?
Because I think lithium and oil are crowded and they haven't done anything much yet, and it's still an untapped major resource. And the flow is telling that. It's not like yeah, I would
Well,
know. I didn't know there was hydrogen, H2O. I don't even, it's not like I did that much investigating. The smart
yeah,
money's going there. The flow's telling me there.
okay,
The rest of it's kind of going with like with the nuclear stocks, coach. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Uh, Alternative energy. The flow's going there. Believe me, I'm not splitting the atom. It's not like I'm trying to tell everybody that that's going to work. They're telling me. I'm just in it.
right. I got it.
I digress. Uh, Micron still acting well. LRCX. What else? These are my positions. Fuel Cell, JMIA, SMAR, Planeteer. I bought some on the low. SMR. I bought a
Let me
20.
see a chart of Planeteer. I haven't looked at it.
I'm having problems with my charts. I got you, coach. Hold on. I got to do better. Listen, I'm not, like you said with the spies, I definitely don't think that I got Planeteer on the proverbial low. I'm going to walk around and play golf. But
Yeah.
there's the chart. And I had a reason for why I bought Planeteer. Here's today. Where did I buy it? The first buy was 800 shares at 70.68. Now, people want, I started to promise this year that it's not just doing things and why. Why did I pick that number and why not 68.69? Why did I get filled? I don't know. I went to the weekly. I saw that the weekly here, the first now I'm going to weeklies. And by the way, when I'm going to weekly charts to test some support, it's not that bullish of a sign. You know
Right,
what I mean?
because you're looking, yeah,
I should be
yeah,
going to the daily. The daily
yeah.
should be at least that. This is the daily.
Well,
The daily's not, doesn't tell you to do anything except maybe stay away or short. At least,
yeah,
so I stepped in with the weekly. I didn't step in a lot. There was the double proverbial bottom where I got it 70.38, the weekly. So I stepped in. So I bought a little bit more. That's what am I going to do? Do I think I have it? No. Do I think it goes back to 72? I'm going to sell it if it rallies a dollar.
okay.
Excuse me. I got to tuck in Tony Pistachio. It's winter here in the upper Adirondack North Mountains.
Yeah, do you cross country ski?
No. The answer is no. As a matter of fact, I'm
Okay.
usually in Florida at this
Do
point.
you ice skate?
Ice skate?
Yeah, hockey.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
hockey. Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
Dorothy Hamill. I play
Do
hockey.
you do you
That's like if you say if you
do you
did
wear
dance, do the ballroom dance, you get around like the light sticks like I do. There's a
do you
difference.
wear do you wear figure
No,
skates when you play
no,
hockey?
no, coach.
Okay, what do you have? CCM Tax
No,
or Bowers?
Bauer
Oh,
Turbos.
Black Panthers.
Black Bauer Turbos. I do have
Okay, all right.
EMC, and I have a yeah.
I was
I
just
grew up in
testing
Long
you.
Coach. I grew up in Long Island. You could
All
walk to
right,
the National Coliseum from my house.
all right.
Let's go. What's breaking high? Micron still. This pocket's a strength. Listen, Nvidia down 7. There could be days where this could still be down 10 in the rest of the market. You don't know yet.
You
But
know
we'll
what?
step up there.
I'm not there now, and I should just pull the trigger, even though it's a huge move. That was probably it. I was one cycle early. I made money on it, but this might be the big one where it goes to 100.
There you are. I'm not going to lie. Came in long the fund. Anybody knew this? This was a big winner for the fund today, and it was. You guys should know this. Stock was 11 pre-market. Came in
Yeah,
long.
it's nice.
Had
What
to
is it, Aurora?
autonomous trucks and the such. So look, coach, alternative energy. Okay,
All
here's a
right.
battery play. And Mick Dooley, one of our friend Mickey's in the room.
Yeah,
ENVX. Okay, alternative energy. Fizzler, which was the former, maybe rounding a little bit, but even stocks that are heavily shorted like EMPH, alternative energy, uh, solar.
yeah.
Pocket, right?
Well, you think about how much cash there'll be if people are liquidating the big caps
Here's
to
UNG.
distribute it. Yeah.
Coach, I bought that UNG on Friday, don't you?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, you should have watched. Well, then you don't watch my videos. This was Friday, Coach. It was the zero expiration. It was a Friday when the 0 day options.
Yeah,
This was Friday. UNG this was UNG Tuesday,
yeah,
1950. This was Friday, Coach. Right into the close.
yeah.
Bought a lot of it. It's on video. Right here is where I bought it. Right into the close. and it went to the 200 days, so where it closed. Right on the 200 day on Friday, I bought it. Bought 40,000, 1552,
Yeah.
and 17 like 20.
Yeah, because you had that news out of Europe. I have to say, good guess.
Well, how about decent risk to reward?
Well, you don't know. The risk was unlimited over the weekend. So how do
Do
you
you
have
think in
limited
this
risk?
stock? Do you think this stock? I was okay. I was this. I was more prepared to lose a half a point than make 2 points. That
Okay.
was my risk on that stock.
Well, you don't know. You got the opening went your way. You don't know how it was going to open Monday when you went home Friday. If you do, you're Kruskin, and I want to give you all of my money. Anyway, no one knows how markets are going to open on over after the weekend. You could guess, but anyway.
Yeah, leave it there.
All right. Well, you were proud of that trade.
Yeah, listen. You know what? No, I was lucky. I've lived long
Okay.
enough. I've lived in long enough to know to be better lucky than good. I was
Yeah.
lucky.
All right.
I'll continue to be
There's
lucky.
nothing wrong with that.
The way my
With
life
luck.
has been going, I'm pretty freaking lucky. I'll even bless myself. There you go, right up there. Fucking cross.
All
I'm
right.
pretty lucky. So I'll let it
Good,
roll.
good, good to be grateful.
Oh yeah, kidding me? Anyway, with that being said, we got some earnings coming up. Some stocks break. You know what stock is hot? This Argentinian oil stock, YPF. Let's talk. Get out of here. This stock. Now, one of the I try to use my words lightly because on a trading desk I could say this thing's gonna freaking fly, or this thing's gonna go up. Believe me, you sit with people for 5 or 6 years. It's a difference. That's a difference of 10%. Some people's inflection in their voice. So I got to be careful. Like I said, taking the top 10 flow of the year, and I do say that as a big statement. This stock is taking. Well, it's only 2025. How about the last quarter? Top five flow, YPF. Do your own research.
All right. I'll just point out, I'm not saying they can't continue to blow, but you have a few divergences at new highs up here.
Teva, they started to buy the dip for March and April after a run up. You could take that as A, it's nice. I get it. B, if the best thing they could do with my flow going across the board with everybody saw what my universe looks like, the best they could do is step in on March Teva is not a positive as of now.
Well, that's better looking. It's got a confirmed high at the high. See the RSI reading at the high?
Sure.
It's a new high. So momentum and price confirming is bullish.
I'm not arguing with calls, coach. And by the way, in all due respect, I beg that you don't either.
What?
In calls. There are calls going there.
Yeah. Okay.
Stocks like Rivet.
Just sharing what I see. I could, not.
No, always share, coach. No,
Okay.
this is wonderful.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
That doesn't look so good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if I get lucky enough, like UNG, where it pulls back to the 200 day,
Yeah.
then I'll do the freaking same thing I did with that. Maybe it's on a Friday too, and everything happens at once, just like it did before. But I'll be aware. I might not do it, and I'll let everybody know whether it works or not.
All right.
Do we have any questions? There's the screen. Listen, there's the screen. All right, you're going to step in and buy Square here. Things like that, more macro in the danger zone.
No, all the popular stocks are becoming unpopular this year. That's what I see. And things that were not popular are getting flow.
I'll tell you what's freaking popular right now is my boy Jeff Norman. It's probably hotter than Mickey. And they're both decent stock pickers, pretty good stock pickers. And this guy, UAL, there's a UAL coach. I don't
That
care.
looks great.
You're kidding me. Oh my God. I can't believe I think it looks bad. I'm like
Really? No,
UAL.
it looks like a bull flag to me.
UAL taking calls.
Just like the Russell looks like a bear flag to me. Look at
It doesn't.
IWM.
No,
Everyone, does that look
horrible.
good? Yeah, I
No.
mean, and Tom Lee and all those guys said it was going to double this year.
Oh, coach, we don't go
Hold on, it didn't.
opinion.
Let's see, is from 187 to 223 a double? No, I don't think so, Tom Lee.
Yeah, that's a bit. It is a
But
bit funny.
one day
Look,
it
acting like
will.
I don't short.
Who is?
Me acting like I don't short.
Oh, I'm not acting in any such way. Are you short? I asked you, what are you short?
Yeah.
Are you short this?
No.
Yeah. 200 coming?
Yeah.
You brought up, I think it was Thursday, that the technicals are starting to rule, and that's exactly what's happening. You
No,
said it was
absolutely.
kind of a negative, yeah, and you shorted triple Qs.
It's also negative that I'm
I
writing more things in my
I
notepad.
I would marry that trade.
Coach, here it
Your
is.
short triple Q. Marry it.
All right, no, here it is.
Go
This
to
is
Vegas with that trade and get married.
go to Vegas. I got freaking eight
Yeah,
figures right here to deal with. What do I get? I'm gonna put.
I do Elvis impersonations there, and I marry people in Vegas.
Bears have increased the volume. Technicals are taking over, and as you pointed out, Coach, it would point like Bitcoin. And this was Monday. What's today? Tuesday. Jesus. Liquidity
Yeah,
is tightening.
turn around Tuesday.
All right, just don't
Do you
start.
believe in turnaround Tuesday?
I don't believe in doing anything. So with day, with time, I don't believe in that.
Okay, how about the? I won't say it. All right.
No, go ahead. You can say it.
No, I'm not going to.
No, you're trying to stump me. That's okay. Maybe
No,
it's
no, no, I'm not. Anyway, so
I have
you
a black
need.
cat sitting on my
Anyway,
bed.
you know what? People need stock. Like I said, you can't just buy the spider anymore and walk and play golf for 3 years like you could have the last three. You need stock pickers like Mike Venezia to guide you into the market. Why don't you give him some? He manages money, so it's a full-time job. It's not easy,
Buy more fuel cell.
but we like our choice to do it, to be a trader. And you know what? I think that this is going to be a banner year for volatility for traders, because of the examples of what we had of news and then denials and then change this and change that. You're going to have to learn how to trade. Otherwise, you're going to need something for your ulcers. So learn how to trade.
I already listen. I already have the ulcers for you.
You had
That's why we're here.
you have ulcers?
No,
Okay.
I'm as cool as they come, man, and I'm known for that. And I don't.
Okay, good. That looks pretty good. What's that? MP.
It's a mineral stock that I just bought its baby brother of, MP Minerals. It's a China mineral company,
Wow.
minerals and the such, and it does look good. And I said into the room, and I bought in the fund today this other mineral stock, HUD Bay Minerals. Get to know it. There's the daily. Hasn't popped yet. Longer the space, higher the base, whatever they say. There's the
Yeah.
weekly. I love
Yeah, that looks good.
it. Don't worry about it.
Unless it pulls back to 6, but
That's yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Matter of
that
fact, we'll
needs to
help it
clear
pull
that
back.
moving average.
We'll help it pull back.
Anyway, we've covered so many things. I'm getting dizzy now. Anyway, I guess the takeaway is avoid the darlings and fall in love somewhere else. That's my advice. Learn to rotate.
Let me see if we have any questions, Coach.
Mike saying alternative energies in 25. That's where the flow is. So Mike's not saying that. Mike's the things he watches for market tells is saying that.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, the first thing that I learned is having to wait. Look, everybody's past that. We're all past that, Coach. You know what I mean? They get it.
Yeah. All
I'm
right.
not. I'm not here to impress people. I'm to impress to them. I'm not here to impress them. The things,
All
right?
right, partner.
You have anything, Coach? What are you looking?
Uh,
What are you looking to do when you get back from wherever you are and you turn on the screen? What's the first entity instrument you're going to look at that you have a stake in, if you will?
I'm long a ton of S&P puts.
Okay, no, yeah.
Expiration, and
Cool.
and some of the SQQs.
No, thanks for sharing, Coach.
So
Absolutely.
yeah. So did it yesterday.
Nice.
So sometimes interviews help me too. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah.
I mean, when I talk to a smart guy and I've been thinking about something, and then, hours later, I'm seeing the market fade after having positive breath all day. I go, this market's not acting well. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go in. If we make new highs, I'm going to consider that an opportunity to add on. So that was my attitude. So, I, I, I don't have to add on, at least not yet. So I think we're going to break out to the downside of that formation. Takes you to, support under there like 56 or so, but I'm looking for 4,900 in the S&Ps.
Really?
And I've been talking this target for a while. So
No, it's good.
it's the broadening top megaphone formation. And what a great formation if it works out, considering
Coach.
that our new president likes megaphones.
And the village people.
Oh yeah.
How many times have you done the YMCA and karaoke in your life?
I've never done that.
I don't
I
believe
hate
that's a
I
freaking.
hate the I
We had
hate
a good relationship until he just lied to me.
I didn't.
You're telling me you never
I
did
hate
a village people song in your.
I hate no. I don't like their music. It's not me, to jump around and
The
spell
unfortunate thing is, I
spell
think it is.
something,
The
huh?
unfortunate thing is, I envision it, and I think it is you. That's the sick
Well,
thing.
I would get some really. I'd seek some professional help
I'm in that, but
if
not for
I
me.
had
I am, but
if
not professional help for you dancing around in karaoke for different
all
reasons.
right. Anyway, so you seem a little obsessed with it. So oh, that
Coach,
looks bad. That looks bad too. W, sell it. Sell W.
Coach, I'm not obsessed with the karaoke. Give me the audience. I get more reaction of you out of the audience than you karaoke singing from your audience.
Okay. Hey, Mike, I'm just
That's fair, Zillow.
all I want to do is be as good as you someday.
Okay. All right, Weisenheimer. We'll see.
All
There's
right.
Leno. That's a bearish flag, right? The homie.
No, it's
That's the
not a
great.
flag. It's not a flag.
What is it?
It's a pennant.
Okay, fair. We
No, I
love
don't know what it is. It's got no range. I don't know what it is. That's
it.
Lennar still looking
We'll have a range.
sell your house, sell your house, sell your house. Melody was right. Look at these home builders. They never even could recover. How about Airbnb? People are still taking vacations.
Actually, you know what? That was taking good flow too. Not,
Calls.
yeah, it was.
That doesn't look good. They're
No, it
wrong.
doesn't. And when they're
They're
wrong,
wrong.
then what this problem is we talk about all these calls is when they don't work, they unwind even more dramatically. For example, that you're looking at.
Leave it there. Leave it there for a minute because that stock is going to 100 or lower. That's what it measures. Okay.
All right, we got enough here. I'm springing a leak. All right, I
Okay.
sprung a leak. All right, we'll
Okay.
leave
Okay.
everybody
All
off
right.
here.
All right. Well, I hope you plug the leaks and I'll catch you later on.
All right, thanks for sharing. I'll be on 3 o'clock power hour. For the user that brave enough to want to watch this again, go to the Red YouTube channel. If not, cheers.
Be careful out there. Be careful out there. Bitcoin saying something. Adios.